Right, hello, hello. Welcome everyone back to Phlox'em All. We are here with ABR. There's a lot happening on this channel these days, if you haven't been noticing, which is really fun. We've got ABR going on. We're doing another thing tonight, which is going to be a Kagi feature match between two Vault Warrior champions from this year, which will be really fun. I'm not expecting this match to go well. Let's go ahead and let them get the game going here. So we're playing Warlock, which is one of the ones I've been testing. If you've been watching my my YouTube videos where I've been kind of testing stuff for Vault Tour, this is one of the ones on there. But I kind of did a last minute change to this as I was getting ready for this week, and I just think it was the wrong choice. This might not actually be the word. Oh, the Felder's plan is so brutal. Hoodwink. Yeah, so this is like, we just didn't want to see this kind of shadows. I think we can deal with a lot of other stuff, but too much stealing can be really a problem. The double reassembly required is also kind of rough, but we'll just see how this goes. I don't mind this hand actually too much. Go ahead and keep it. So it is best of 3, which does give me a little bit more hope with this deck. I know this is a deck that can adapt to different matchups, so we'll get to see. Oh, they're playing my Vivid Fairy? What the heck? That's actually much better than a lot of things they could have hit. So, okay, so on playing a creature, we're going to get hit by something. So, we're going to go Dis. Go ahead and Hamstring. First, we'll hit theirs. Discard their Graft. We're okay with that. They don't have any Amber yet. So I don't know if I want to do the signs, but I really like this under signs. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this just to trigger whatever they got. Do I tuck this already, or do I just put down the chonk? Go ahead and play this. This is also one of those ones. So really, I'm actually kind of hoping these get killed. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And we get to reshuffle with Warflean. This does just lock this up for a while, but with the board as it is, we can probably clear the board, and that makes heads I win. Not too tough to trigger. They're going to have pretty easy triggers on. All of their prophecies are really good here. All right, so they get down my most hated card ever, Mickey the Carver. This guy just drives me insane. But we can kill him here with some fighting. So we're going to do that because he's just the worst. Doesn't feel great, but we do get to deal with some Amber too with the Grave Bounty. So just make sure this has the splash attack and skirmish. So we'll fight here. Then fight again, clearing their... Oh, he's got 3 health. My goodness. And we'll go ahead and purge the hamstrung, I think. And let's do... I think we're just going to ditch the Bone Rocks. We're going into Untamed next. Except I might have to go Dis again just to kill this idiot. So we have a really nice Untamed turn here. Man, doing the math wrong on that might already be losing me the game. But like, I couldn't... How else was I going to deal with him? Let's see. So Archives... It's Wormhole Technician... Into reassembly required on the Foreseer. Okay, that's fine. We actually don't have Amber for them to steal. So maybe the giant Untamed board is actually worth it here. Let's do that. We're going to make a lot of Amber here. Play our rat pixie, everything dies, that's fine. Do we reshuffle here? Yeah, I think we do. We don't want to give them back the graft. We'll go ahead and do these two. Remove them from here for some nice burst. Again, some of it's going to get stolen, but like this guy has been the bane of my existence the last week. Like I've just lost so much amber to him because there's just no amber or creature control in this dumb set. Sorry, I shouldn't get too frustrated. It's just unfortunate that we're against the kind of shadows that, yeah, hoodwinks for 5 and we just lose the game. Whoever, man, that card. And our shadows just doesn't have that kind of steal. It's got a lot of nice fade effects and stuff, but okay, so we did get the parasitic arachnoid. We do get to steal with Moon Cursor. I don't think I can also kill Fall Guy unless I brutal consequences it. But I mean, we're back down to 0 amber, which is just insane. I guess I could fight Mickey with Moon Cursor because it doesn't die. Can exalt and enrage, put down evasive maneuvers. Okay. I mean, it's a good Shadows turn either way, but we are going to purge. Oh, no, we're doing this wrong. I guess we are giving them the key. Oh, well. Yeah, because the predatory lending's not going to do much for us. Well, maybe it does. Yep. I did that in the wrong order too. So I'm also making some mistakes, which is not great. Oh, wait, no. Strategic Feint. I just can't play creatures. Oh, we're good. I thought it was recompense. So, yeah, we sequenced that wrong. We could have stopped the key. That means I think we just go for a lot of amber here. And we'll go ahead and tails for this. Okay, we're back up, but we are down a key, and that's mainly due to my poor sequencing, but we'll see what we can do from here. I like having the taunt, especially for the Clonal Witch coming. The double Eddy has a good chance of taking out some stuff. Or we can just keep calling Shadows or Untamed here. The Shadows is fine for a follow-up. Yeah, they're thinking about the heads I win, but it's not really doing anything for us here. Yeah. Okay, this is stuff we probably want to kill. Do we? What does this guy do? Already a friendly non-alien, so it'd just be Scout Pete. Yeah, for handcrafting's sake too, we'll just keep going Shadows here. Play Hawk. We'll go ahead and do another evasive maneuvers. We'll fight this guy and just reap. Keep those how they are. This is going better than it could be, so we'll just take it. Going back into Star Alliance, and we of course can't see their deck anymore. Event Horizon for reassembly required. Okay, so they tuck our Moon Cursor. That's fine. It's got the house pip, so we can get it down in a lot of ways. Lots of amber here. Gleaming the cube for some more amber gen. Yeah, I think they're probably just going to end up being too fast. We might have to get saved by this miasma. I mean, we have a lot of amber control left. We're just not seeing it here. No way to kill this in dis either, unfortunately. Do we go back into Shadows and just stop the key here, or do we just set up something that's going to be tough for them to deal with? Did the stars align too, so we probably just play him first. Let's go into dis. The problem is if we do Shadows, we could stop the key this turn, but we're not drawing anything, so it doesn't really get us anywhere. Eddie. Drop the Vespid, see what happens. Spade Teller's nothing. Drop our Clone a Witch. And do we swap this now? No. Still not drawing our Amber Control. Okay, we can at least try to make it tough for them to get this last key. But this Clone a Witch is also set up to do lots. And they're going back into Star Alliance here. What else do they have left to find? Deal 1 and exhaust 2. Okay, so they're going to shut down that stuff for now. I think we're okay with that. As long as they don't get to check here, we get to do a nice big Untamed turn. I really don't like how it keeps blocking the deck list. That's tough. And we shuffle this. We shuffle, yeah, I think it's this, right? What do we get in shadows? Nothing. Yeah. Call Untamed. Say yes. This stuff doesn't matter. I don't think we worry too much about the Pete. Because we don't get to check unless we do this. Oh yeah, we do with this guy. So we just windrow for, I guess we could take the predatory lending, but we're probably not going to have more. Shadows creatures down very often. So we're just going to put the disc back in and then just shuffle the rest of the disc anyways. I guess there's an argument for just getting the eddies and not going for the rest of that, but I think we're okay here. Still just waiting for them to proc these. There's a Feldar's plan. There's an Urchin. Urchin dies, but they still get the steals. Let's see. That's just so annoying. It's crazy how much amber that generates. And then Feldar's plan. Yeah, I knew that card was going to be a problem. I mean, the problem is we can stop 2 in shadows, but not 3. Is that still worth it? I guess we get to mostly clean up their board. We play Miasma. We still get to, do we get to check? Yeah, because we steal 2 back. And then just have to have enough discs to stop them. They might flip. Do we want to? I think we can put that under. Play the Miasma. This is, we know it's going off, right? So no matter what. Oh, except that's the wrong window. Darn it. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff I keep messing up of just like end of turn versus like the sequencing of when this is, will this actually destroy any creatures? Okay, so we can stop like 3. If they don't flip the deck. Oh, we can do 4. The graft is gone. That's pretty good. We did get to check here too. Logos is probably generating a decent amount of amber. Parallel does not get the steal. We'll take that. Researcher probably grabbing parallel. No. There's the evasive maneuver. Jones does not get the capture, so we actually probably snuck a key through there. They're at 8. Okay, we're not out yet, except they flipped the deck. Darn it. Okay. Untamed does not stop the key, so we have to go dis here. Playing a creature, so we'll play the... Well, yeah, because they don't have the really scary one. We'll go ahead and purge. Hawk. Reap. I guess we get to choose to do Infernus's effect first, so we might as well do this one. Just in case we get something that stops us from playing more. And here we'll do... Oh, we should have kept the Hawk for this one. Bone Rot and our other Hawk, I guess. I'm down to 4. Yep, and that blows up a bunch of dudes. What do we have left? Have some things. Pretty good chance they... Ooh, probably not going to be enough. Okay. So if we were playing better, there's more of a chance. But we definitely botched a few things there. I think we have a chance, though. Like, my deck, the graft isn't that huge of a deal. Just hold the lines. Okay, so there's check. So this can fire, so if they don't get to 8, this stops the key. Looks like they're just playing a bunch of people here. Oh, there's Gleaming the Cube. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Yep. Bummer. That'll be game 1. Oh gosh, and they get the 10. Yeah, so they got the Hoodwink for 5, which doesn't help us. We definitely made some mistakes. So we'll see if we can turn it around in game 2 here, but not as... Oops. Darn, looks like it booted me. Not quite as bad as I was thinking it might be, so. Do I want to go first? Yeah, because that gives me a chance of messing up like their turn 1 hand. Don't think I love this start. Also don't love this start. Just play Pied and Tuck Evasive. Pied Viper has got me in trouble, though. I need to be careful with that. What else would I play, though? Orphaline. I think I'm okay ditching Orphaline. We'll do Heads I Win for Evasive. Okay. I mean, so now if they do the Shadows guy, we at least get to just nuke it right away. Honestly, maybe don't mind the Untamed turn here. Keep this for the scarier stuff. Hawk is just useless in this matchup. That makes me sad. think we'll tuck one of these and then keep the other one for, what's the guy's name? Mickey. Okay, there's a Archon, there's Mickey. They get to purge one now. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Oh, except they play Feldar's Plan, so we don't even get to play any cards. Okay, call Shadows. We're gonna purge him anyways and just discard all of this, I guess. Let's do a Tails You Lose on this one. I think that goes fast enough, and if we need to, we can always switch it. So we're cycling pretty fast here. Really, really, really want to find Infernus. That, it's been late. Every time I play this deck, I just feel like my Amber control is always close to the bottom of the deck. It's kind of crazy. How much adaptive players, welcome in Snoopy, by the way, how much adaptive players practice their decks? It really depends. A long time ago, like with Slightly Beefy, my prime winning deck, I played a lot of games with that deck. Because you want to know how it matches up into a lot of things. There's so much of that of just like, how does this do in all of these different scenarios or whatever. I mean, this Untamed turn seems bad. I don't think I need to do my shadows yet. There's no Amber in this game right now. Okay. Rage Officer. Drop that. We get to reap for 3. And let's go ahead and do... We'll do Tails. The thing with Archon is a lot of times, at least in online tournaments, you get to practice your matchup. So you get to play the same match over and over, sort of simulating a best of 3, but it can be like a best of 10 or whatever. So you just know like all the different scenarios you can run into. Whereas in adaptive, it's so much more about practicing your own deck against a lot of different stuff so that you really know. And like in Archon, you'll do that too, but like you also kind of know what stuff you're going to run into on average. Like you're going to run into key abduction, like Winka key abduction. You don't exactly know what the rest of the deck is going to do, but you know that. Whereas like adaptive, I don't know, you still need to know a lot of that stuff, but it feels different. $432p? Is that on your side? Everything looks good on my end. It's no drop frames, high KPB, 30 frames per second. Snoopy, how's it look on your side? Are things blurry? Okay, so we can purge Miasma and Feldar's Plan here. Interesting. I'll have to go look at those settings. Do we get to check in Dis? No, we also don't in Shadows or Untamed though, unless we fight this. Yeah, we'll just go Dis here. We want to take the chance to do some stuff. Okay, so same thing. We'll Eddy. Let's hamstrung opponents. Purge Nemo. Drop Infernus. Do Infernus first. We'll hit opponents. Feldar's Plan on Miasma. And then what was this? Wormhole Technician. Okay, so they're just getting rid of stuff. Don't have any Shadows creatures. All right, where is that setting? Is that a Twitch thing or would that be on my OBS? I have not touched anything, so this is what it's always been. So I don't know what changed. If that was an update to OBS. Okay, so they're going Star Alliance and just getting to use the board that they have, which is fair. Gleaming the cube, so getting to check here. So we don't kill anything in Dis. Shadows isn't too bad. But we don't stop the key. I guess we miasma, but we only get one Shadows creature on the board. Untamed. What do we shuffle back with Untamed? I actually don't mind the shuffle back here. We can get maybe Lost in the Woods too. Fight here. Except we're probably going to get hit by just the massive steal because there's just nothing we can do about that. Don't want to give them that stuff back. Let's get our Lost in the Woods and then get Moon Cursor down. So that's another Shadows creature for this stuff to go off. I don't think we're going to do Fate here. Yeah, if they have Hoodwink or whatever, then we're just in trouble. Okay, so there goes our Moon Cursor too. Okay, logo. So probably a graft here, which is means we're at least getting the key. And if they play a creature, we're killing a decent amount of their board. It's good. Then we can drop this stuff and get the predatory lending, try and steal that amber back. There's a Foreseer. That at least gets blown up after its ability. Yeah. Take that. See if they found it. Wild Wormhole into Merkins. Playing our Chasm Vespid. Okay. That's fine. Really want to find the Lost in the Woods again here, though. See if we can get this Infernus saved before it gets flipped. Archives top of deck. Okay, so maybe no graft here. That would be pretty huge. Do have a look how far you've come. That's fine. It just means we play Fall Guy first. Do we play the Miasma, though? I think we need to just cycle. We still have the shower, so we can get it back. Let's go Shadows. We're going to... What are we hitting with Thunk here? There's no way to get them down to 1, so maybe we put it under Tails. Let's see what happens here first. Play Fall Guy. Okay, so they just get to draw a card. Play Miasma. Play Thunk. I think we need to kill one of these two so they don't get to reassembly required it back. Because we haven't seen either of those yet, right? I think Merkins is actually scarier. So if they want to play Shadows creatures, we get them this, and we can always switch it. But yeah, no, like Riku, if one of you all know how to change that, go ahead and DM me like on Discord, because I don't know where that setting would be. Haven't messed with stuff. Finishing blow, steal 1 off Mog. There's an evasive maneuvers, and then that will trigger our steal from predatory lending. And we've got the parasitic ready to go. Also have our loss in the woods though. So do we do the untamed turn here? No, we just go dis. I don't think their deck has capture, so I don't think this is scary, but it's got the discard pip. I don't think we want to do that anyways. And we just get to check if we go dis here. See if we shuffle in something good. Discard this guy. We'll reap. Go ahead and just do that. Okay, yeah, so we're going to get the hoodwink here. See how much it's for. Of course, it's for only for 4, but we didn't hit that with, I mean, like I have 3 Eddy of Dis here, and if I just can't hit stuff with it, then I don't know what else to do at this point. They have a lot of good cards, so. Do we go back into Dis, or do we do our Untamed and just try to burst and recover here? We did get this stolen back, so we can't actually stop the key if we go Dis. Maybe that's worth it. Because I'd really love to get this guy shuffled at this point. With the Lost in the Woods. We'll do one more. Because we're gonna Invigorating Shower if it dies anyways, I guess. Let's go Eddy. Purge. I guess we don't get to check this way. But I don't think we were getting to check in Untamed either. Go ahead and just do our... Well, what do we not want shuffled back in? We don't want our Pied Piper coming back. Do we... Yeah, let's do Bone Rod under there just to get rid of it. Get more draw. Okay, I mean... They're maybe still going to generate more amber here than we can deal with, but we at least know we're putting our answers back in next turn. No value on Hold the Line is fine with us. Play their Hawk. Okay, so they get to 9. That's fine. So we'll go Untamed here. Rat Pixie doesn't do much for us. Do I want to put Thunk back in? I think I do. So no Prophecies either. I'd love to kill this a different way. I don't think it's worth it. So we know they're picking that back up. And we can maybe put our Chasm Vespid in. No, because they're not going to use it. So let's just take away something they might use. And we'll go ahead and shuffle in. Let's see. What's another good fate we want? Let's shuffle in the Miasma, and then we'll get our Dis. I don't know if this is worth fading here. I'd rather keep it as Amber Control. Okay, so they get key 2. Oh, they graft us here. I love thinking. Yeah, there's the graft. That means we're forging at least. But they're going to be at more amber than we can deal with. Oh, I just thought about the dumb graft. That's okay. They got so much amber anyways. We didn't get our Infernus back. We didn't get our Parasitic Arachnoid back. And we didn't get the Miasma. So, we had answers. But yeah, this is where like this deck just doesn't do enough, especially not to stop this shadows and logos. But that was just bad play. So without that, they get to, I mean, they still get what? Get to 9 or so, which we're not even stopping that. The most we could have even stopped here is 8. Just crazy. And we didn't draw the miasma, so that'll be the game. So I keep feeling with this deck is like the only way I can win is if I get lucky with the Eddies of Dis, and I just don't, so I lose. But that's also not a good game plan to like try to win off that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's even in my notes for like my testing I've been. My testing I've been doing for this has also been just that like the only way, like I need to get lucky to win, and that's just not good enough. But I think the reason I did like a panic change of deck because I thought this had better creature control, which it does than the other ones I was looking at, but the other ones just have better answers to that. But I don't know. As I was trying to decide on a deck for this week, I realized I don't think I have quite as good of PV decks as I was hoping. So it happens. Still not bad. We had to go through a lot of thinking. I think game 1, again, we maybe made some mistakes that we should learn from, especially just remembering that this is end of turn after things have readied. So anything that we want to do, creature control or whatever, like we just need to make sure that our timing is clear on those. Let's take a look at their deck quick. We got rid of some stuff, but like Felder's Plan, Finishing Blow, Mickey the Carver, like Merkins, Hoodwink, Miasma, Urchin, like this entire Shadows is insane Shadows. You get a little bit of consistency from the logos to find it. You have a second option for if they go crazy and you don't have the Hoodwink anymore, you can Miasma and then Graft. How do they have for creature control? I feel like Finishing Blow was doing some stuff. The double evasive maneuvers, but they didn't use them very much. But like they even just like got like four Star Alliance creatures down, and I guess they had the feints. These were pretty decent for slowing me down from using stuff. But they got like what 3 or 4 Star Alliance creatures down pretty early that game, and that was enough that like they were just able to reap and gain value. So yeah, unfortunate, but they weren't like as overwhelmingly bad as I expected this week to be. So I'll take it. But this deck is probably not making it too much farther in my Road to Vegas series based on what I've seen. So thank you all for hanging out and watching. Again, we're going to be back tonight, hopefully in higher P. Again, I need to figure out how to actually change that. But for the Zenzi versus Teuton Carnage Kagi match, should be super fun. They're going to bring their Archon Vault Tour winning decks and play a Kagi match with them. So it should be a blast. I'm very excited for that tonight. That's going to be in a little over 7 hours from now. So be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Phlox'em. Take care, everyone.